Pittsburgh Penguins table, where Craig Patrick, Scotty Bowman, and Bob Johnson are presiding. And really, they've had a quick huddle over the past 5 days to try and plot their draft strategy.
Well, with Scotty, the new brains of the organization, he's got to be thinking about the last time he picked a Czechoslovakian in the first round of the draft, the infamous Jiří Dudeček, who disappeared almost as soon as they picked him. In fact, never showed up. And if they're going to take Jagr, Scotty will be pondering that one.
All right, Gary Green is busy down on the floor.
Greg, a lot of speculation going upstairs right now with Bill Waters and Bob McKenzie as to who you're going to select. Are you going to select right now for positioning?
No, we're simply gonna pick the best player available, and we know we're gonna get a darn good one. So we're pleased to be picking fifth.
Well, I think we're looking at it right now and suggesting that possibly the most talented junior player out there in the world right now is somebody across the ocean.
That's quite possible.
He's not giving away anything, guys.
Well, they don't call him Vague Craig for nothing, and I think you were reasonably certain that they will go for the fifth of the big five and take Jaromir Jagr, who is in attendance here today with his parents. He flew over from Czechoslovakia. He's represented by Don Meehan. And Bill, you know, you mentioned Scotty Bowman taking Jiří Dudeček that year. You came out on the plane with him, and he was talking about the heat he took for that, and he said the player that they were debating whether they were going to take or not was Todd Struby, who went in the second round to the Edmonton Oilers and never did pan out, he says, so either way, they probably would have lost.
It wasn't a great draft, yeah. He didn't lose much. And Scotty, of course, probably the hockey man in the business, as knowledgeable as they come, and although I don't know how much of an input he's going to have on this draft selection because he's been busy doing television all winter, I'm sure it'll be significant.
Yeah, he's only had the job for about 5 days, hasn't he?
There's Jaromir Jagr, who was, again, very impressive in the press conference, the prospects press conference yesterday. Came and spoke very well. He does not speak English, but through interpreter Jan Janda, who you see on the left part of your screen, and in the middle is Jiří Slager, the son of Jiří Bubla, another Czechoslovak who may go today. Jaromir Jagr was very impressive, dealing very forthright, a very mature player, and Peter Nedved stood up and said, Jaromir Jagr is a better hockey player than I am, and I think Jaromir Jagr is the best player available.
Well, there's nobody that's been picked so far that could have played the way this kid did in the World Junior Championships, or the World Championships. He's obviously the best player.
Well, we'll see if the Pittsburgh Penguins are thinking right along those lines. It would.
Next order of claim is Pittsburgh.
And Craig is going to have to make his decision now as Craig Patrick, the general manager of the Penguins, moves forward. Fifth pick overall.
Interesting association, the Patricks and the Bowmans. Of course, Craig's father, Lynn, hired Scotty Bowman to his first NHL job, and now Craig has probably hired Scotty for his last.
The Pittsburgh Penguins select from Kladno, Czechoslovakia, Jaromir Jagr.
Jaromir Jagr, Kladno, Czechoslovakia.
Already a Czechoslovakian flavor to this draft. 2 Czech-born players taken in the first 5 picks.
That's the team allotment there, the suit that Jaromir is wearing. He picked that up at the World Championship.
He's an outstanding skater. Skates very like Mario Lemieux. He's stands a very straight-up style, and has excelled at the elite level in Czechoslovakia. And as Gary Green can tell you, he's at the World Championships covering for TSN. He was a dominant player there, playing on a line with Robert Hollick and Robert Reichel.
He wouldn't look too bad playing on the left side with, what's his name?
And he may well be their very near future. As we talked about off the top of the show, there is speculation he is free to join the Pittsburgh Penguins, perhaps as soon as this fall. So it'll be interesting to see if both he and Robert Hollick, who will be in the Hartford Whaler camp this year.
Well, with the DeBartolo family from Pittsburgh, if they've got the mother and the father and the whole family here now, why not just move them right in? Money is no object.
He says he would have considered defecting from Czechoslovakia had the political climate not changed. He wasn't quite willing to make the step that Nedved did, but if it hadn't changed, he certainly would have. He wants to play in the NHL.
Short speech.
Stuck for an interpreter there. Craig's not quite up to it right now. Here's the interpreter.
proud and pleased I have been chosen by such a team as the Pittsburgh Penguins. I would like to thank, first of all, to my family to give me great support for entire hockey career so far. And I would like to also thank to Mr. Meehan, who made a nice touchy gesture and invited me to be as a first legal Czechoslovakian presented as a draft. And my dream is coming to be true. I am going to play the best hockey league all over the world.
What a big thrill it must be to come across from Czechoslovakia to be here with his family and experience all the glamour and glitz of a National Hockey League entry draft as his parents pull out get a few snapshots for posterity's sake.
Well, especially when you consider the alternatives not less than a year ago, and it's almost a dream come true, and Mrs. Jagr is expressing her feelings quite obviously. A great thrill for everyone, and he obviously will be a significant part of Scotty Pullman's team development.
And Paul Romanuk standing by with the newest Penguin.
Jaromir, the big question is, what is your availability as far as coming to the National Hockey League is concerned?
No, na 100% je to v prosinci po mistrovství světa juniorů.
100%, I must say, it's going to be after World Champions in Saskatoon.
Ale může se stát, že můžu přijet hned na začátek sezóny.
It may happen. I could be here or should be here before the season starts.
Did he expect heading into this season, this hockey season, that he would be taken in the first round of the NHL draft?
Očekával si před koncem této sezóny, že by si mohl být vybrán v prvním kole draftu NHL.
No, slyšel jsem jednotlivý lidi, že o tom říkali, jo, ale jsem velice šťastný, že jsem nevybrán.
I have heard rumors from the grapevines, listening up certain people telling about it, but you have never have to have anything for granted. So I'm very happy to be here.
Congratulations. Here's John Wells.